Hello, and welcome to the MommaNevin Knits YouTube channel. I'm back in my home studio this week. We really enjoyed our camping trip. It was quite wonderful. I don't know how many of you saw my video from last week. Oh, you know what? Let me finish what I'm doing here. Today is October 26th. This is episode 94, so we're only 6 from 100. Yay! It is 72 degrees right now. I'm going to insert a video with an arrow, maybe not a video, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to put some footage in here of the squirrel that was playing in the background while I was recording last weekend. I'm going to move you just a little bit. There you go. So I'll do that and show you that. So I'm going to put that right here. So that was kind of fun. I didn't even notice it. It was happening behind me, and my husband told me about it later. So this week I've worked a lot on socks, as you will see, because it's October and I wanted to work a lot on socks. And, you know, I kind of had forgotten. You know what? Let me change my glasses here. I got new glasses. And I'm having a little trouble with, there we go. There's my computer glasses. Having a little trouble adjusting to my new glasses. So I worked on, I only had a toe left to do on the Vegas baby socks. And I got those done. So you won't see those anymore. Those went actually pretty quick. It's like, you work on things, they get done. What a concept. And then I worked on the Luke socks. So I'll show you the info on the Luke socks here. And I got those done. I had a foot and a toe to go. And I was like, you know what? I want these done. So last night I stayed up late and I got these done. And then today I took this picture, and this wasn't even all of them. I had done some already of all of the ends that I had to weave in. That took a while. So anyway, these are done, so you will not see them anymore. And my husband gets 2 pairs of socks, and he's like, really, both of them? I was like, yeah. So I've made more for him this year than I have for myself. So on the line of socks, I had shown you last week that I made the cuff for my doctor's sock. And the doctor's sock is going to be the fondants. Now, last week I didn't show you all the notes and stuff on it, but this is a free pattern. So, whatever. So you can see it because it's free. So here is her sock so far. I'm not sure about this color that I picked for the cuff, but we're going to go with it. And this is what the design looks like so far. It's a really, really cute design, but the problem that I have is I'm real weird about when I do something that has like something this way on the other sock, I want to do it that way. So I got to figure out how to do that on that. Whoops. So, oh, let me make sure everybody sees this. Has everybody seen this? This is Felici, and this is Fruit Punch is the colorway. And this red is from Lynn's sock set, the Clue sock set. So that's that. All right. So that is the socks. So next week I'll be working on the Fruit Punch socks, and then I'm going to need to work on Becca's dad's socks that I've been working on for like a year. Time to get these done. He wears a size 11.5. But this is how far I'd gotten. I don't even remember when I did this. Probably 6 months ago I got it to this point. It is ready for a heel. And then, on down the foot and away we go. The reason why I'm going to kind of jump over some other things that I had in line and put these in line is because we're going to their house for Thanksgiving. It'd be nice if I showed up with a pair of socks. So here, let me make sure everybody sees these. I was told I'm not leaving these up long enough for people to see. So here they are. I think he's going to like those. He's a pastor, so those look very pastoral to me. Okay. Now, this colorway is Shrooms. It's Felicini Shrooms. So I need these for Thanksgiving, I told you. All right. Then I worked on, I showed you last week the shawl. I was doing the murder knit shawl for the Puritan Fun Run. And I looked at it and I was like, I have messed this up. It's an easy, super, super easy shawl pattern. And I managed to mess it up. So I pulled that out and I started over. And I realized I was knitting that shawl on a size 1 needle. Size 1? No. So I decided I was going to start over and I was just doing an easy shawl. So this shawl, every row is slip 1, knit 1, yarn over, knit across. So I will put that up here in case you're interested, but this is what and I went to a size 4 needle so I could finish faster. So this is what it looks like so far. And these little stitch markers are little boxer babies because I used to have boxers. We had 2 boxers, not at the same time, but I love boxers. Love boxers. And their personality is just crazy. But anyway, so I did start this over. So this is where I am, and I'll put a stitch marker. I'll find one and put on here so I can show you how much I did this next week. So we're moving fast here. I didn't work on much else. I did a lot on the socks, but I didn't work on that much else. So I did work on the Battenberg. So I'll show you the Battenberg. And I made these color squares, gray, real exciting. But we want all colors in our blanket, right? And then this one and this one. So these can now go into this bag that has all of the color squares. I've got a hair in my eye, sorry. So I'm going to put these in here. And remember I showed you these and I was like, oh, I have so many, blah, blah, blah. And stupid me's thinking, oh, I'll probably have enough. I probably don't need to make that many more color ones. I was wrong. This is less than 100. Okay. Oh, they all went flying. So, and with my maths, hold please. Okay. All right. I did my math on this and I measured out, hi Pirate. I measured out how big, Jessica wants this to be 5 feet by 5 feet. So in order for it to get to be 5 feet by 5 feet, I need I was doing 40 by 40. And then I decided I wanted to do 39 because I want each corner to have a white square. So the squares that I added this week, I added this one and this one, and that one and that one, That one. No, okay. Whew. That one and that one. So we're up to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I had started over down here. So 11, 12. So I did 12 this week. Yay. All right. So here's what it looks like so far. It's kind of a, so I'm trying to get it to 39 squares this way so I can see how wide that is. But we're getting close. We're at, this morning I measured it, and for 30 squares it was 50 inches. So I think if I get to 39, that'll get me past 60 inches, which is what I need. And yay. So 39 by 39 is 1521 instead of 1600. So I knocked off almost 80 squares right there. Yay. I did count all my squares and I am up to 453. So that gives me a balance of 1068 that I still need to put onto the blanket. Still got a ways to go. Still working on it, but we got a ways to go. All right. Incoming. I told you about I was going to make socks for my doctor because I love her and she's sweet. And I thought, and she complimented my project bag when I was there at her office. And so I thought, well, I'll make her a project bag too, because I sew so much. Anyway, but I found this fabric and I thought it was really, really cute. Cute fabric. And I found this as accents. And then I got to think about it. I thought, she told me her favorite color is red. So we went to Walmart today and I found this. And I thought she might like this better and put this with it. So tell me what you think. I mean, for me, it would be this. I like this better. But, I mean, red's her favorite color. So tell me what you think. Should I go with the red or should I go with the other? Okay. Also, the new Felici has come out. And so I've ordered that. We went to Michael's and I'm trying to like Michael's. I really am. But, I'm very discouraged because I feel like they're trying to, oh, let's be your party supply store. Let's be your this supply store. Let's be this supply store. Well, if you don't get any bigger stores, it's you're going to lose. You got to get rid of some stuff to put other stuff in. Still not thrilled about their fabric. Their yarn, it's okay. But I went to buy 2 of these. Okay. And what this is for embroidery floss, and you put your little card thing in here that has a hole in it, and you wind it, and you wind your embroidery floss with this. So I went to Michael's to find them because Michael's has tons of embroidery floss. They have all the DMC colors, etc., etc. So they should have had these, right? So that's the thing I'm concerned about. I hope we don't wind up losing Michael's too, because things that, they should have, they're having to get rid of to make room for other stuff. I don't know about that, Michael's. You might need to pay attention to me. Okay. I think, in my humble opinion, I think that Michael's is stretching themselves too thin. And it's like, did we learn nothing from Joann's? So anyway, happenings. Excuse me. We went to see Chips on Monday, and I will put some pictures here. She's so adorable. I can't help it. She's just the most adorable little thing ever. And she was being really sweet. She wanted to be between me and my husband. She wanted us both to pet her at the same time. And so we just went to see her for a little bit and till it was her nap time, and then we left. And so, but she's so sweet. I'm, I have this animal that is my grandchild, and I am truly a grandmother. I don't do well with not seeing her for a while. So it makes me feel really guilty about my mom because I ran away to California and had her grandkids. Whoops. I got new glasses, as you see. I think I like myself better with glasses. It kind of distracts from the wrinkles a little bit. But my husband told me too he didn't like my lighting in here because he said it shows every wrinkle. And I was like, really? I wasn't too happy about that. But anyway, I'm still adjusting with my glasses. They are, because of my surgery, the difference in my vision is quite a lot. And so it's a little difficult. So I'm having a little bit of a struggle. So uh we I got to drive for the first time because I got my new glasses and I was like, I think I want to try and drive. I love my husband driving. I love being a passenger princess, but if I want to go somewhere, I want to be able to get in the car and go. And with my vision, I haven't been able to do that. So I'm really wanting to do that. We went for a walk. We took Pirate for a walk. So I have some pictures of Pirate and walking through the orange groves. And he has been afraid for a while to go through the orange groves. But the three of us went together and he was okay. He was having a pretty good time. And we saw one of Morgan's friends. And the sad thing is there was more than one that was that big. They were huge, 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 huge. So, they were really rather frightening, to be honest with you, how big they were. They were really impressive with how well done. I'm talking about spider webs, by the way. How well they did their spider webs. It was amazing. So that was quite right. Let's talk about cows and mouse. Cows and mouse. I'm working on my shawl for the Puritan Fun Run. Am I going to get it done in time? Probably not. So it ends November 30th, and your project has to be either 75% black or dark gray, and or have a motif from a Puritan time period tombstone. So a lot of like skulls with wings and stuff like that. They were really into skulls. Not my thing, but okay. So that ends November 30th, and that is put on through Politically Incorrect Knitters podcast. So there is more information on their podcast about that. The Just Stash Mal is put on through Knit Night, and that ends December 31st. And the rules on that are really easy. You use stash, so it has to be something that was bought before October 1st. I got a lot of that. So it again, I don't know if I told you, my brain. It ends on December 31st, and basically it just has to be something from stash. Whips are welcome. It's a really easygoing knit along. All right. And my show and tell today. Oh, I'm going to be on knit night tomorrow night. So I wasn't on this past week because we went to see Chips and I didn't think I was going to get home in time with the traffic. So, but the show and tell, I wanted to show you some pictures of some corner to corner blankets that I have made. So the first one is a baby blanket, and I'll put pictures in for all of these. The first one was, this was a hook blanket. And I made that one because the baby's dad loves Captain Hook. Loves him. So I made a little baby blanket and it was a Captain Hook design. And so I'm sure I've had the picture here this whole time. All right. Then the next one I did corner to corner was a mini blanket, like Minnie Mouse. And that baby was huge. Like I think it fits on at least I think it's a queen size bed at least. And so I bought the pattern. That was for a friend of mine's first grandchild. So I made that for her. And her mom really liked it because her mom really loves Disney. So I have that picture to show you. And then the third corner to corner that I'm going to show you today is my Saints blanket. Now, the Saints are at this moment losing quite badly. So probably going to lose again. It's been a really rough season for Saints fans. I'm frustrated with them. I am not picking them on our little football game, but I will always love them. I have been a Saints fan since they started the club. I think it was in 1969. I was 10 years old. So it is what it is. It's a rough year. We have a new coach. So, just got to roll with it. And hopefully someday they'll get to be good again. I hope so. My last show and tell is this owl that my husband made. And he designed this, and I'm going to put a video in here. I'm doing this manually. It's a lot better when they, pull them across the thing. Which way does it go? I think it goes this way. But anyway, his head turns all the way around. So I thought with this being the week before Halloween, this would be a good time to show you the owl. And I love the way he did it. I love the way he did the face, and so it's really cool. He's a smarty pants, my hubby. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for coming by to visit. I really enjoy your visits, and I hope that you decide to come back next week. Bye-bye.